Hi everyone, this is Vanessa and I am here with Dr. Julie Adams from Elkhorn Crossing School. She is a career tech teacher there and she teaches the STEM career pathway, and she's here to tell us a little bit about what she does and about the program. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So I'm a career and technical teacher, which means that I teach in a career pathway. So, and my school is unique in that we actually pair career pathways with core content that students have to graduate. And so I personally teach a biomedical sciences program, and it's paired with math and science. And so when the students come to me, they come for half a day. They get their biomedical science course, and then they get a science course and a math course, and it's integrated and intersected, so the three teachers work together in order to help the student understand why they need to learn certain concepts in science and math. It's because they are interested in a career in biomedical sciences. So we try to integrate wherever we can so that they see the reason behind the concepts. So in biomedical sciences, well, one example would be the one that I come from actually, and I was a research scientist for 12 years at the University of Kentucky, and I have a doctorate in physiology and biophysics, so that's what I was working in. And so the reason that I'm now teaching high school is I'm able to take my expertise, much like any other. So they used to be called vocational schools, yes, but now they're called career and technical schools. Yes. So we use different terminology now. But much like you would go to learn to become an electrician from an actual electrician, you would go to learn to become a scientist or be prepared for a post. So after college, that professional school. So we prepare students for med school, for dentistry school, for veterinary school, pharmacy school. I have students that are in school to be bioengineers as well as research scientists.
Oh, that sounds like an awesome pathway. Very interesting.
It's very cool.
And I'm sure you have a variety of students, males and females, but could you tell everyone the importance of women going into this career pathway?
Sure. So STEM in general, which means science, technology, engineering, math, and that's where biomedical sciences actually falls under the science realm. But we're always trying, within the STEM careers, which involve multiple levels, there is definitely more male, it's male dominated rather than female dominated. Right. I will say in the pathway that I teach, and a lot of careers that fall under my pathway have more females in them than, say, the engineering pathway. Oh, okay. So we have also an engineering pathway, and that is heavily dominated by males. But the biomedical sciences, because we have a lot of students that are interested mainly in healthcare, and so I do have a lot of female students, because I think that becomes that the student. Females in general just want to be caregivers. Right, that's true. You know, that's an innate feeling, whether they want to be a doctor or a nurse. They want to be a caregiver, whether they want to be a dentist, anything under the sun that has to do with that. And I think that's why biomedical sciences kind of draws females a little bit more. What I love about it is that we're able to actually pull them through math a bit better, because that's something that they want to do. And they see the importance of math. We find that that's what keeps really the girls out of engineering, is that they find that the math is too hard. And I think that comes from going all the way back to before kindergarten of you've got to get those girls knowledgeable that they can do it, that they understand math, that math is not hard, and really instilling a growth mindset across the board. And that's one of the things that is really important to me. So Carol Dweck's book, Mindset. So getting away from that fixed mindset, and that everyone, no matter what age you are, you can have that growth mindset. And if you can get that set into those young girls, that we can, you're not smart or you're not dumb, you are learning, or you're not learning.
Right.
And that's the important concept. So failure is just a way to learn. You didn't fail. And I think that's what I see the most. Definitely, I see a lot of stress in females in, especially their junior year, their 11th grade year. They feel like everything is going to blow up. And so what we try to do is we try to instill that growth mindset that the world is not going to end if you don't get an A, and the world is not going to end if you don't pass an AP test. And we see that, and I actually see the stress higher in females than males. I'm not saying that males aren't stressed, but it's almost it's almost like they feel like, yeah, but it's not the end of the world. But females really take everything like it's going to be the end of the world.
We
so
do
we have to.
That is true.
Yes.
We take everything to heart.
Yes.
That is true. Well, your program sounds amazing. I love that you're doing the career pathways and you're there to teach our young women. And is there anything else you would like to share with us, with anyone about?
I think that maybe just sharing that as a female, giving back. Like I said, I was a research scientist for 12 years. I could be working at a university. I could be working as a research scientist still.
Sure.
There are lots of different options, but look for those opportunities where it might be a little bit of a different pathway, but it can be a very rewarding pathway. And to me, this was very rewarding in that I was starting a different type of profession, but I got to stay, knowledgeable about my first love, which is science.
Yeah.
And teaching students how to, do experiments. And I'm in a situation where I get to, actually have students do real world experience and get real world experience in a lot of different areas. And I'm able to take my experience and kind of give that back. And so that's what I would say is, look for those opportunities.
I agree.
Across the board.
You're amazing.
Well,
you are.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us and talking to everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I am Vanessa, and I am amazed.
And I am Julie, and I am equal.